Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. Today we are going to do my paycheck budget for the first week of September. So the first week of September for us is the 5th through the 11th. Only Brian gets paid this week. Let me zoom you guys in just a little. Only Brian gets paid this week. I'm expecting $1,100 from him, and rollover from August ended up being $7.77. So that's $1,100 or $1,107.77 for the week. So I hope you guys have been having a good week. Happy Friday. I'm currently recording this on Thursday night. It is 9:49 and I just finished watching Dexter. We just finished the series. Well, actually, I just finished the series. Brian fell asleep on season 8, episode 11, but I could not let it go another day. I went ahead and watched the series finale without him, so he's gonna be mad tomorrow. But I cannot believe how it ended, and he said there's like some other Dexter show that we can watch. I forget what he called it, but there is some other Dexter show out there that we can watch. And then I think Janelle from JB's 2 Cents told me that they might be like rebooting the show or something. So yeah, it was really good. So if you have Netflix and you're looking for something to watch, definitely give Dexter a try. It was like weird, and I didn't think I was gonna be able to get into it at first, but after a few episodes I was like, yes, I like it. So since it is almost 10 o'clock at night, you guys forgive me if I make a lot of mistakes because I should be asleep by now, but now my adrenaline is like raging from watching a show about a serial killer. So who would have known that it would do that? But yeah, like I was saying, I hope you guys have had a good week. My week has been good. It's just been busy. I always enjoy having a 3-day weekend from work, but then like that Tuesday back after a 3-day weekend is just crazy because I work in retail. So we get orders, every day, no matter if it's a weekend or not. I'm just not there working on orders. So normally it's 2 days worth of orders that I have to handle. And this week it was 3 days worth of orders, and we had some kind of special going on. So there was a lot more orders than normal. So it's just been crazy. So I know you guys want to hear how my interview went. So it was terrible. I have not had an interview in 14 years. I was very nervous. I started talking really fast and like losing my breath because of how nervous I was. At one point, my mouth was really dry because of how nervous I was. But the guy was really nice. He was like my age. He was like, I hate interviews. I was like, yeah, me too. I wish interviews could be like, let me show you that I can work circles around 90% of the people who work here. Because if you like show me what to do and ask me to do it, or things like that, I can do it. But I hate when they ask you in an interview, tell me about a time when. That is like the worst. I'm like sitting there trying to think of a situation that relates to what they're saying over the 14 years of my last, job. And I can't think of anything, like it's ridiculous. I hate it. But I do have another interview with a different company on Tuesday. And there's this lady that I've been watching on, well, I haven't been watching her. I've been seeing her reels on Instagram. And she does like interview tips. She's a Hispanic woman. I'm not sure what her name is off the top of my head, but she does like interview tips and things like that. So I think I'm going to binge watch some of her stuff and actually think about a time when this or that happened, so that if I get asked that in this interview, then I will have some, answers. But I think even though I was super nervous and it was going the way it was going, I think I was qualified for the job, but unfortunately they didn't have any hours that worked with my schedule. So I was willing to do like an overnight shift where I go in at like 9, 10, or 11 and work till like 7 a.m. because the boys would be home sleeping and Brian would be getting off, at the latest 11 o'clock and be coming home. So they would be here sleeping. Brian would be coming home and being here with them. So, and I could get them to school the next morning, by 8 o'clock. So I was willing to do an overnight or like an 8 to 5, and unfortunately, they didn't have a shift like that that worked with my schedule. So they had like a lot of like it seemed like mids, like 11 to 7 or like 3 to 10, things like that that just didn't work with my schedule. So once he told me what their available schedules were, I was just like, well, it's just not going to work out. And that's like the struggle, the main struggle with me trying to find a new job. It's because, you know, as a mom, as a um, woman who has young children who need someone to help them get to and from school, or even if, my kids could take the bus, like for them to be like walking to bus stops or getting, I don't know, they're elementary age. It's not like they're middle schoolers or high schoolers. Like, I need to be available to make sure my kids are getting to school and getting home from school in an orderly fashion, like just the times that we live in. So, Brian has the ability to work whatever schedule as long as the money is right because he has me to help him take care of his children. But I am that person who has to have a schedule that works 8 to 5 or 8 to 4:30 so that at the very least they can stay at school for an extended day if I can't pick them up by the time school is out. So that is my plight currently, trying to find a job that pays well enough for me to be able to leave my current job, and considering that I will have to get extended day even if I have a remote job, because fortunately now I can go to lunch whenever I want. But at this new job, even if it's remote, I might not be able to go to lunch at a time that is conducive to picking my kids up from school. So I'll still need extended day. So if I'm getting paid $5 less an hour and paying for extended day, I might as well have just taken my butt to work at my current job. So that's where that is. I do have another interview on Tuesday. It is for a remote position. I am going to work on my interview skills this weekend so I can do better in that interview and see what comes of it. At this point, I honestly just don't know. So let's get into the budget. For this week, as far as bills go, we have our internet, which is $65.70. We also have Brian's cell phone for $108. Instant ink. I printed a lot of pages trying to get my September set up. I might have gone over $265, like the extra 10 pages, but I haven't gotten an email yet that says what my bill is going to be, so we're just going to go with $265 for now. Carter's tuition is $225. And we're going to pay Synchrony $134. And that is all for the bills. So $65.70, $108, $265, $225, and $134 is $535.35. Subtract that from our income. And the remainder is $572.42. Okay, so for variable expenses, for groceries, we're gonna have $300. Household, I'm jumping around. Let me go in the order of the looking at my spreadsheet, and they're not in the same order. So for cars, we're gonna do $130. Last month we ended up spending $500 on gas, you guys. Crazy. So we're budgeting $530 for September, so hopefully it will be less than that. I don't know. I think September is going to be like our new base month with these new cars to see how much gas we're using. I feel like I'm filling up less, just a little bit less though. Like instead of every 5 or 6 days, I can go like 7 days, and it's costing less because the tank is smaller. So we'll have to see, but I was surprised. I will do my August close out. I think I'll post it either Saturday or Sunday. Maybe Monday. I don't know. One of these 3 days. I will post my August closeout. I was surprised that we only spent $500 in gas, so that's pretty good. For kids, we're gonna do $22. For a household, we're gonna do $70. I gotta get some air conditioning filters. Homestead, we're gonna do $0. Medical, we're gonna do $40. I have a doctor's appointment. This is my appointment to get my ultrasound of my adrenal area and my kidney. I go on the 11th actually, so I'm pretty sure my copay is $40 for that. Eating out, we're not doing that this week. No, we're not. We're gonna save it to the end of the month. And then blow money, clothes, and unbudgeted is also $0. So 300, 130, 22, 70, 40, it's 562. So that would leave $10.42, which is what my spreadsheet says. So that's all good in the hood. So we're not gonna do anything for sinking funds, extra debt, or extra savings. So just bring this 1042 over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this budget with me. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.